friends. It is Wednesday, October 2nd. I still cannot believe it is October already. I don't even know where September went. It's crazy, time's going so fast. Today is Wednesday, which means a full day of eating from me and meeting highlights and weigh-in. I gotta say, I was quite disappointed in my weigh-in. I really thought I rocked this week. I mean, I did. I had amazing workouts, great eating, and sadly the scale didn't reflect it again. I have some thoughts, but we'll see. But I will be back with that and the highlights, hopefully before breakfast. Should be a pretty easy day on plan. One can hope. I'm doing a new recipe for dinner tonight, Big Mac Sloppy Joes. I'm hoping to dual film today and do a cook with me on that. Shouldn't be too hard. Our day started extra early this morning. Well, my day always starts extra early, but everybody else's day is starting extra early. It is a little before 6 and Doug is already up and out. He is going to New York City today with a group from work. They do a lot of, his company does a lot of volunteer work, a lot of philanthropic type things. He works for a pump company, an industrial pump company in the engineering department. So they do a lot of work with underdeveloped countries, bringing them fresh water and things like that. But they also do stuff stateside. And today they are, his company's pumps are at the 9/11 Memorial in New York City. They help keep the fountains flowing and stuff. So a group of guys is going to New York to do cleanup, to do pump maintenance, and also clean up around the Memorial Gardens. So we'll probably be picking up trash and trimming shrubs and stuff like that today. But you know, it's all needed work, it's all necessary work, and it's great that volunteer groups can do this. So they left at 6 o'clock this morning. Adam is up and getting ready to leave very early. He has, school for him starts at 7:55. It's a 15-minute drive or so to school. But this morning he has a meeting at 7 a.m. There's a thing called a Kairos retreat that high schools do, that Catholic high schools do. And it's a pretty big deal. It's very intense, and usually juniors are the participants and seniors are the leaders. It's all student led, and Adam was selected to be a retreat leader. So it takes lots and lots of planning. Like, he has to give speeches and talks and things like that. And they have meetings once a week. Sometimes they're after school, sometimes they're before school, just to try to fit into all the kids' different schedules. So this morning it is at 7 o'clock. So he is up and getting ready to head out. He wanted to leave here by like 6:20, 6:30 to get there, get set up for the meeting and everything. So early day for everyone. So Doug did not have to take lunch, so I didn't have to pack him a lunch. Adam, I packed his lunch by handing him a $10 bill today, just because I wasn't feeling it. And you know what? Sometimes it's fun to buy lunch. So he is buying lunch today, and I'm making his coffee right now to take with him. And that's about it. So I have a little extra time this morning. Finished my workout. Did 30 some minutes of HIIT training, and I think I'll run tomorrow. I'll probably run and do a little bit of HIIT training tomorrow. And that's it. I'm gonna go get in the shower and bring you the meeting highlights. My regular leader wasn't there last night. It was one of the substitute leaders, who I know actually from church and everything. So she's a very nice lady. But you know, when you're so used to your own leader, it's just a little bit different, but she's a very nice lady. So that's it. I will stop rambling and get my booty in gear. Be back soon with the meeting highlights and my weigh-in. Breakfast time is another piece of the peanut butter pancake sheet pan bake that I made the other day. But today I drizzled a tablespoon of powdered butterscotch peanut butter that I mixed with a little bit of almond milk. You can have up to 2 tablespoons of this for 1 point. I only had 1 tablespoon left in this little envelope, so that's all I used, and it's still 1 point. It is from the Cape May Peanut Butter Company. I get it at a bunch of local stores, and it is absolutely delicious. I am not a big fan of powdered peanut butter, but man, this butterscotch one's good. I just wish it came in a bigger jar than these little envelopes, but I will certainly be buying more next time I see it. And I'm also having Canadian bacon. So we've got 5 points for the bake, 1 point for the Canadian bacon, and 1 point for the peanut butter. So it is a 7-point breakfast. It is lunchtime, and today for lunch is egg salad, 2 eggs, 1 tablespoon of light mayonnaise on a 2-ingredient dough bagel. So 4 points for the sandwich, 1 for the mayonnaise, 0 for the eggs, 3 for the bagel. A bag of the Lay's Poppables for 2 points. A cup of watermelon for 0 points, and of course, my water. So there is my lunch today. It is 6 Freestyle Smart Points. Okay, thought I was gonna get this done before breakfast, and it is now before dinner, and we are just getting around to the meeting highlights. It was that kind of day today, but that's okay. So dinner is cooking, and let's do this. So the meeting topic, hit rewind to move forward. How'd that happen is the question we've all asked ourselves after eating the cookie, skipping the gym, or blowing off a much needed sleep for the not so needed Netflix. For answers, just rewind the tape. It's a technique that helps you see the actions, situations, and thoughts that sent you off track so you can correct the course to move closer to your goals. And you'll also notice what went well so you can keep that up. So basically it says, next time things don't go as planned, rewind the tape with these 3 steps. We've all had days that we would love to rewind. I can think of a couple right off the top of my head. The first one being Cookie Palooza Day, the day I ate those 2 homemade chocolate chip cookies. Why? 1, yes. 2, I didn't need 2. The first one was delicious. The second one was good, not as delicious as the first one, because you know the first bite or 2 are always the best. I did it because it was there. I would love to rewind that, but I can't, and that's the reality of it. You can't take it back. So always my suggestion, it's not on here, but my suggestion is when you do have a day that you'd like to rewind, when you do have a day that you eat too much or you binge too much, track it. It's hard to see. It's hard to see. But putting it in your journal or in the app makes it real. And just because you don't track it doesn't mean it didn't happen. It still happened, so why not write it down? And as you're writing it down, you're feeling all the feels and you're realizing, oh my gosh. So that's not a bad thing. Take accountability and track it. So that's just my suggestion. It's not on the card, but that's okay. They suggest, first of all, imagine a video recording of the situation that you were in. In your mind, rewind the tape 48 hours and watch everything that happened. Notice what actions you took that caused you to have your slip up, or notice what actions you didn't take which caused you to have your slip up. What could you have done differently? Notice what you did, and more importantly, what you didn't do. Then pinpoint the things that you would change. What is it that you would change? Would you, let's say you decided on a Saturday morning to go out and run errands. Well, that Saturday morning turned into Saturday afternoon because it's happened to all of us. And we all know things take longer than we think they're going to take. So what I learned now is I get that Ipsy every month, the makeup bags every month, and every month they give you a really cute little makeup pouch. I have a million of them. I do something with them for charity, but I kept a couple of my favorites, and what I do is I fill that with 1 point's worth of the little Halloween or Easter, whatever the season is, pretzel bags. They're 1 point. I throw in a couple bars. In the winter, I'll put a Built bar or 2 in there. I won't do that in the summer because it'll be a hot mess. A couple of the little Fiber One protein bars for 2 points. A couple of the meat sticks for 1 point or 2, depending on what they are. So I fill that with low point snacks, low point high protein snacks. That way, when I'm out longer than I think I'm going to be, because it happens all the time, I have something to hold me over. Being hungry is not an emergency. We all have to remember that too. Being hungry is not an emergency, but we treat it as if it is. And it's so easy to drive through McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, anywhere. It's so easy. It is. And it's tasty. But having those little snacks in my car helps me to make a better choice. Because being hungry is not an emergency, I can take that little hunger pang off and not make a bad decision until I get home, when I can have a real meal. You know, something more nutritious and definitely more point friendly. So that's, you know, that I learned that, and that's something you can change. They talk about, you know, snacking at work, like eating a cupcake that somebody brought into the break room and all, and what you could do. And they suggest, you know, packing snacks. Always have snacks in your desk, always pack snacks. My husband's desk, oh my gosh, it looks like a pantry. He always has a box of Cheerios. He likes to munch on Cheerios dry. He always has a jar of peanut butter. He loves a tablespoon of peanut butter. He always has almonds in there. He always has Built bars. He keeps those in the freezer at work. He always has an RX bar or two in there. So it looks like a pantry, but you know what? When he goes in the break room, or, you know, somebody brings in something for a birthday, it's easy for him to, not right now kind of attitude, which is awesome. Number 3, replay the tape with your edits. So think back and think, okay, if I had prepared, if I had done something, if I had done what I thought about doing, how would this have turned out different? And see if you like that result better. More than likely we will. So that is the meeting topic. It's about rewinding. And like I said, none of us are perfect, and we all have days we'd like to rewind. We definitely would. So that's that. The recipe is one I certainly will not be making. Maple oat milk latte. Number 1, I'm not a big fan of maple. I mean, I like maple syrup, but I don't like maple flavoring. Like, I don't like maple fudge. I don't like maple, I don't know what else comes in maple, but I don't like maple, except if it's syrup. And I don't like coffee. So I'm not going to be making the maple oat milk latte for 2 points, because it's just not me. So that was the meeting topic, and that was the recipe. And let's go on to the weigh-in. And I forgot my book. Hold please, let me go get it. So I thought I was going to get on that scale, and I thought I was going to be down the 2 pounds I gained last week. I was feeling sassy. I was feeling good. I had a fantastic week on plan. I had great workouts, everything. You know, even when we went to the Oktoberfest Saturday night, I did great. I was really fluffing my feathers. I was feeling good. So Tuesday morning, I decided, let me just jump on the scale at home and do a little reality check and make sure I'm as good as I think I am. So I did. My scale was up 4 pounds. It's like, what the heck? Hubby got it on the scale because that's his weigh-in day too. He was up like 3.5 pounds. What the heck? So, I get on the scale at WW expecting this huge gain. I think there's something wrong with my scale. I did gain, but I gained 0.2, not 4 pounds, 0.2. Am I happy that I gained? No, because I had a great week. I had a great week on plan. I had a great week of workouts. But it happens. Why did I gain? I don't know. Could be a couple things. I'm having some major hormonal issues right now. Turned 51 and having some major hormonal issues right now. That could be part of it. I have increased my workout intensity and length because I am training for a race at the end of October. That could be part of it. And what else? There was one other thing. I ate out twice this weekend. Maybe a little sodium, but I'm not blaming that. But I'm not going to get upset about it. I had a great week on plan, and I know I did. So it'll come off next week. That's all I can, I'll have another great week on plan, and we'll just see what happens. I trust the process. If I'd gone off the rails, I'd be a little more accepting of it, but yeah, no. So that's it. 0.2 gain. My weight is 137.4, which is 1.4 out of my comfort zone, but I am still 10 pounds under goal. So that's all good. So that's it for the meeting highlights of my weigh-in. I am going to go check on dinner, and you will see that very soon. Okay, so dinner tonight is 2 ounces of French fries for, I think, 2 points or 3 points. Now I'm gonna have to look. And tonight's dinner are Big Mac Sloppy Joes. They smell exactly, I'll show you the big bowl of it. They smell exactly like a Big Mac. I have not tasted it yet. Doug did, and he's giving it a thumbs up. Adam will be the real test because he does love his Big Macs. So the recipe was supposed to do 6 servings. I weighed the whole thing out and divided by 6, and it was like 132 grams per serving. Well, that was way too much for me anyway. So I divided it by 8 and came up with 97 grams, which was absolutely perfect for me. So I have to recalculate the points in the recipe builder because I had it at 5 points. I'm guessing it'll probably go down to 4. So 4 for the meat and then 4 for the bun. So 8 points for the sandwich, 2 points, or 3 points, I think, for the French fries. It's an 11-point dinner, I believe. No, I think it's going to be 10. Like I said, I need to recalculate, but I will put the points up on the screen, and I will change the recipe on my website to reflect that. So I'm going to go see how this is, and I will let you know what Adam and I think. Okay, so that is it for my full day of eating today because I'm out of points. I've used 24 out of my 23 points. I did forget to film this afternoon. I made some apple muffins, the ones that Denise over at Dish with D had to cook with me yesterday up on her channel. I will try to remember to link it below. We took a spin on this. She took a spin on those banana muffins or banana bread that she makes, and she made an apple bread. I made it today. I just times it by 4, and I made muffins, 12 muffins, 1 point for 1, 2 points for 2, 3 muffin. Now I forget. I know you could have like 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for. No, I don't remember. It's late. It was a rough day. Weight Watchers math. It's on somewhere. I'll put it somewhere. But anyway, I will try to remember to link that below to her YouTube video from yesterday. It was good. The muffins. I would add more spices to it. Her recipe called for cinnamon. I put cinnamon and I put nutmeg because I love nutmeg. Denise does not like nutmeg, so she didn't put any nutmeg in. I put nutmeg in. I don't know. I think it needed a little more spice. I'm not sure what. Cloves. Little ground ginger and a little ground cloves. Yes, that's what I will add next time to give it that cidery. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so yeah, I forgot to film that. So I ended up with 24 out of 23 points. I'm okay with that. You saw it was all healthy meals. It was not, they were just high point. I didn't have, a lot of junk. I mean, I had poppables with lunch, but I just love chips with a sandwich. There's just something about a sandwich with potato chips with it. And yeah, I know I should have veggies and dip or something, but I like me some potato chips with a sandwich. So, it's not like I used a whole bunch of extra points on empty calories or empty food. I had 3 fabulous meals. This morning, I knew I went a little high with my breakfast because I ended up mixing up the PB2, and that I knew that was an extra point. So it's all good. It's all good. 24 out of 23, not a bad day. So I am getting ready to be a couch potato tonight and watch the one TV show that I always watch, and that is Survivor. Now, it is my tradition to have popcorn while I watch Survivor. Well, that's not happening tonight because I'm out of points. And when you're out of points, what do? You stop eating. That's what my leader always says. When you're out of points, you stop eating. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop eating. I am going to brew a very nice cup of tea. I'm not quite sure what kind yet. Probably some kind of dessert tea. Maybe Tootsie Roll tea. Maybe I'm feeling some Tootsie Roll tea. Or birthday cake tea. Not sure. But I'm going to brew a nice cup of tea. I am going to watch Survivor and work on uploading these videos because I have the cook with me and I have this one that you're watching now. So have a fantastic day. I will be back tomorrow with another full day of eating because let me tell you guys, it keeps me accountable. Even if nobody watches, even if you hate them, it keeps me accountable because I will not put something in my mouth without telling you about it. Yes, I forgot to fill in the apple muffin, but I told you about it and it helps me. So I hope I help you too. Have a fantastic night. Let me know in the comments below if you're a Survivor fan and let me know what you think of this season. Even though we've only had one episode, I'm kind of loving it. Glad the guy that got kicked off last week, glad he got kicked off. I didn't like him. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.